Hi guys, welcome to the session Intrapersonal Communication. Communication is derived from the Latin word communis, which means common. Yes, communication is common to all living organisms. Human communication may be of intrapersonal communication and interpersonal communication. In this session, we are going to discuss about intrapersonal communication. Intra means within. Communicate within yourself. It just takes place within the individual. So why we have to communicate to yourself? In order to successfully communicate with others, first you should learn about yourself, like who you are, what do you think of yourself. It is the basis for all communications. Intrapersonal communication is defined as self-talk, thinking, memory and recall, act of imagination, and visualization. So, self-talk is the inner speech that includes questions and comments you make to yourself. For example, what do you say, what do you think, what do you feel, how you are. Take an example. What do you say about your appearance? Is it healthy, clean, stylish? Or what do you think about your talent possess or lack of talent? And what do you think about your intellectual capacity? And what do you feel about your social rules? And what's your mood? How do you feel? Positive self-talk increases focus, concentration, and performance. When you stay encouraged, your body will also respond in a positive way. Next is working mechanism of intrapersonal communication. Here the sender and the receiver is the same one. So sender, our relevant organ, receiver, our brain, and feedback that has to be given by the brain. So stimulus, it is receiving the information we have processed, stored, and recalled in the brain itself. So next one is, what are the three aspects of intrapersonal communication? First one is perception, second one is self-control, and third one is expectation. So perception means a opinion. It's a process you use to assign meaning to the information you encounter. So we usually don't perceive the things exactly the same way what others think, because we are all unique, no? The opinion differs. There are the few examples of perception. In the first pic, a man said it's a number 6, and the person who's opposite to him says it's 9. Why this differs? It means opinion differs. So what their sensory stimuli will catches their picture to the brain, they will set their opinion. So it is the illusion. And the perception steps are sensory perception, selective perception, personal perception. Sensory perception means the physical process of taking in data through the senses. That is, sensory stimuli means sight, sound, smell, taste. The receptors are eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. So, selective perception, the mental process of choosing which data or stimuli to be focused on to make decisions. So, stay alert, conscious about important data, screen out distractions, and monitor the way you select data. The third one is personal perception, your own understanding of reality. It becomes the basis for your decisions and judgments. Here there is a glass of water. We can see through your sensory perception by the way of eyes, and selective perception, you have to stay alert and screen out the distraction and just see and analyze it. And then third one is personal perception. It's based on your perception, you have to give the judgment. For example, some people say that it's half filled, some people say that it's half empty. Based on their perception, they will give conclusions. The opinion will differ. And then perception check. Perception check are questions that help you to determine the accuracy and validity of your perception. Key means Never assume what you perceive as the truth is actual. So don't assume your opinion is right. Intrapersonal communication perception check. Question your sensory perception, question your selective perception, question your personal perception. Clarify your perception of with others' messages and analyze others' point of view also. Next, you are going to see about self concept. Self concept means everything one thinks and feels about oneself. His ability to monitor and reflect one's own behavior. So, we define ourselves by our behavior, values, belief, and attitudes. Behavior means our action and appearance that is visible because it's our outward expression. Attitude. Attitude means values and belief. What other people trying to know about us, whether you are good or bad, like that. Feelings. The internal core of our attitude and behavior. Only we can know this. We take an example, onion. So by seeing onion, it's just your behavior because it's visible to all. It's an outward expression. So when you peel the layer, it's called an attitude. This is what are the other people trying to know about us, whether you are good or bad. And the last layer of the onion, that is called feelings, that is emotional. We never show our emotions fully until we have to show it. It's only you know that the feelings. So our self talk influences our self concept. So choose the word that describe yourself in a very positive way because it self concept internally focus it related to the self esteem. And the third one is expectation. Expectation are future oriented messages dealing with long term roles, sometimes called life scripts. These are projections of learned relationship within family and society. For example, what's your expectation when choosing psychology as your subject study? So, expectation means visualizing the future. So, you have to visualize your future by questioning yourself to get better roles in the future. So, intrapersonal intelligence. Next one is intrapersonal intelligence is defined as a ability to form a clear perception of oneself, that is, self awareness and self understanding. This means a person who has adequately developed this form of intelligence know their inner self, which affects how they think, feel, and act. So nowadays, EQ and SQ is more than the IQ. So EQ, emotional intelligence, it is the ability to interact with others by keeping in accordance with their moods and feels. And social quotient means it's the ability to interact with group of the people and leading them to achieve their organizational goal. And how we can improve your emotional intelligence? Listen to your self-talk, positive self-talk by the way of meditation, prayer, affirmation, journaling, etc. So observe the difference in your day-to-day life. You will become calmer and you will achieve more positive outlook on life. And then read self-help book and develop interest and hobbies. Attend course to help you explore your potential. Keep your mirror handy to notice your face changes depending on your mood. Spend time with people who have a strong sense of self and engage positive self-talk. Write your own autobiography and so many. You have to improve yourself. We realize it or not, we all have the constant internal dialogue going on within yourself, either consciously or subconsciously. Intrapersonal personalities are looking forward and figuring out their own feeling, motivation, and goal. Some of the intrapersonal personalities are Helen Keller, Socrates, Anne Frank, Mahatma Gandhi, Edison, and so many people. Be the one. I hope this video will benefit you. If you like this, give thumbs up and thank you. Thank you, Anadol.